Hey everyone, and happy Saturday. If, of course, you're watching this when this episode first aired. Welcome to my Sound Paint podcast. For those of you that don't know, Sound Paint was an idea that I created a long time ago, about 10 years ago, with the drive to be rooted in a safe community for musicians seeking music education, from a goal of just wanting to explore and enjoy sound and grow together. I also feel very strongly that there is a connection between art and music. I really love the different physics studies that explore the correlation between sound waves and light waves that are basically, when broken down, just the colors that we see. And it's my goal to one day go much deeper into talking about that. But for now, I think that you get the idea why I call this Sound Paint. I really love the idea of approaching writing music with color in mind. That's a huge source of my inspiration when I play. Today is a particularly sunny day outside. It's springtime, and I hope it's sunny and beautiful where you are right now while you're watching this. But either way, I want to challenge you to take a moment and appreciate something. It could be anything. You can literally dive into a whole pool of expression and expressive words just to describe something that you can find appreciation for. It could even be something simple like the fact that it's sunny out. Or you could go deeper and appreciate the way the sun makes the newly budding leaves outside vibrant with a color green that your eyes need to really adjust just to be able to take that color in. You know what? Go crazy. Or keep it simple, either way. In my opinion, these are the beginnings of finding creativity. Anyways, on that note, let's dive into some with sound. I think I'm gonna draw from the way that I feel today when I stand outside and I look at the sunshine on my favorite tree in my backyard. There's also a gentle but chilly breeze that I want to translate into my music as well. So let's see what we come up with. Based on my inspiration, I want to draw on some yellow and green colors. So let's find some plugins that give us those vibes. Now, I actually had to go ahead and kind of populate this already. And I found this sound effect called One Note Discovery. This is a plugin from Analog Lab 4, for those of you that like knowing that stuff. I like that. I really like that sound effect. I think that it has the kind of playful, lighthearted, kind of airy feeling that I was going for. So I'm just going to play around with that for a bit and see what we come up with. I like that. So this is called an arpeggiator, which means that it is kind of like a musical idea on repeat. And arpeggiating means it's multiple notes that are going up and down to create a kind of a chord, a musical chord that consists of many different notes. And all those notes, when put together, have a pretty interesting sound. So what's coming up? I actually populated this track with this percussion sound that I was kind of feeling. So I think it might be kind of cool to pair this sound with it. So let's see how it sounds. I don't know how it's going to sound. Okay, I'm just going to actually hold on to this C note that I'm playing right now. They're kind of clashing with each other, but I actually kind of like that. I mean, it might be awful, but we're creating here. So let's be unapologetic. All right, let's see what else other notes we can use. You know what? Actually, now that I'm listening to it, the percussion is kind of a higher end sound. So I think what I need is something a little bit lower to kind of balance out that. So I'm going to go on my keyboard, on my Arturia keyboard, I'm going to go an octave lower and see if maybe that helps balance things out a bit. Oh, yeah, that's a lot better. But let's see what happens when I go even an octave lower than that. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm kind of feeling that. Now, for those of you that don't know me and don't know that I am obsessed with the bass and lower end sounds, you probably wouldn't be surprised by the fact that I like this so much. All right, so right now I'm just holding on to a G sharp. I changed key to, I don't know why, I felt like it. That's why. All right, I'm gonna change the note around. I think I'm gonna go up to A sharp or B flat. Went back down to A sharp or A flat. All right, my timing's getting a little wonky now because I can't talk and do this at the same time, I guess. So, for those of you watching the screen, you might notice that I am following this right here, this phrase, this dark bar that you see down here, kind of tells me how long I'm holding the note for. So I'm going to change it right here. Now, one thing about sequencers is it's actually pretty difficult to change them right on the beat because they kind of have a mind of their own and they're just kind of alive. Not really, but in my experience. Almost like you have to kind of anticipate the beat a little bit to stay ahead of it because this particular one has a bit of a delay in its attack, meaning how quickly the sequence actually starts. So I'm trying to stay on the beat. I'm getting better. That wasn't so good. know it's really offbeat. I apologize to those of you listening that have good timing. I'm going to throw in a new note, I think. I'm going to throw in a C sharp. All right. Back to A sharp. And down to G sharp. Back up to C sharp. Okay, that's fun. All right. So I'm going to shut that off for right now. And even though it's still going, what I did was I just kind of shut that off. For those of you that are just listening into this podcast and not watching it with the video, I am shutting down the drums, but you can still see the sound wave of that lovely little drum that we had right there. All right, so that was fun. Also, for those of you that are only listening, I was really proud of the fact that I specifically colored my tracks green and yellow, and then I was feeling orange, so I threw orange as well. And this orange one is, you're probably like, well, wait, there were only 2 sounds, but this orange one is my audio. This is how I'm recording my audio right now. All right, so I hope you guys had fun. I had fun with that. Thank you so much for listening in. And if you liked what you heard today, or you want to know where we go next week, should be creative, I would really love it if you followed me. I put these podcasts out every Saturday. Thanks again, and have a great rest of your weekend. Bye.